Sometimes I jump into that farm pond we call the internet, and I paddle around to see what I can see. I was doing that when I came upon a video for living off the grid. I watched it, and then I watched a few more. This, of course, reminded me of Thoreau and Walden, that prickly independent streak, except that for these people this was no experiment. They were heading out, and they had no intention of coming back. But what they were doing was not without precedent. It's usually a family. The children are very young and the parents are doing this, what is called homesteading, mainly for them. They want to raise the kids according to certain values, which are very hard to find in the mainstream culture. Again, Thoreau comes to mind. The parents are also testing themselves to see if they are capable of this, of living without any kind of assistance. The father has a long beard, and he's very good with his hands. He can do the carpentry, the plumbing, install the solar panels, fix anything that breaks, figure out the access to water. The woman, the wife and mother, has a good sense of humor and a considerable backbone. She helps split the firewood and is in for all the chores. There are a lot of chores. They're out there because they can no longer tolerate the death spiral that is the unsustainable pattern of living which we call the American way. They're done with conspicuous consumption, with all of the consumer economy, the fast food diet, the rat race of capitalism. They want to unplug from the rest of the world, raise their own food, make their own heat and electricity, and if they have to work very hard to do it, to simply get by, they're fine with that. They never expected that life to be easy. In fact, the sheer difficulty of it is part of what attracts them, and a great deal of what they hope to impart to their kids. They're attracted by, as Yeats' poem put it, the fascination of what's difficult. Forget TV and video games and flipping a switch. There's vital work to be done, manual labor, a life to be lived, every day. If you keep on watching these videos, eventually you will get another message from another sort of person that the world is so fucked up that people are living in a way that is so contrary to nature that a crisis is coming, probably on the order of the end of days, Armageddon. These people don't come across as nuts. They are congenial, soft-spoken, non-confrontational, and totally focused on being prepared to survive, if that's possible. They don't act like Noah, and they don't lecture viewers about what they should do. They only show you what they have done and let you draw your own conclusions. They talk about what it takes to make it on your own, starting with an iron will, and then, in terms of equipment, garden tools, wheelbarrows, chainsaws, and guns, for protection against coyotes and bears, and for deer hunting. These people are carrying something they don't bother to conceal. When you've seen a few of these videos, they have a convincing cumulative effect. I'm not going to be going off the grid and live in seclusion. I haven't got the energy or the stamina or the know-how to do that. And there are other, no doubt, far less important things that I want to do. And that life is hard and all-consuming. I'm not up to it. But I do think that our culture is a huge, proud, but do I think that our culture is a huge, proud, beautiful ship bound for disaster? Yes, I do. I don't think there can be any doubt about that, especially when you factor in the rest of the world, which is a seething mess. And when the calamity arrives and the panic sets in, followed by disorder and then chaos, I personally do not expect to survive for very long if this happens in my lifetime. Conditions will revert to the primitive overnight, and I'm not tough or smart enough to survive in those circumstances. So I watch the videos of these homesteaders, the ones who are doing it for their kids as a lifestyle choice, and the ones who have more at stake. They have seen what's coming, and they are doing something about it. They're determined to ride it out, and I think some of them might make it. At least they're giving themselves a chance. It's certain that no one is going to slip by on luck. When it comes to surviving the end of the world, Preparation is all you can do. Get your shit in order and hang on tight.